I just thought we missed the start of the game. Obviously, we go 18 points down against a team what's bottom of the league and lacking a bit of confidence. It gives them a real head start into the game. And I thought after that period, I thought we were the best team for large parts of the game. I thought the way we've got our way back into the game, scored a couple of really nice tries. But then we missed some key moments. We missed some really key moments in the game to really put Leeds under pressure. And then obviously the the 2 tries in the last 10 minutes or so there. So finished the scoreboard off. But I thought for long periods of the game, apart from obviously the start and the last 10 minutes, we were fighting hard to get back into it.
You pay the penalty, Steve, for not looking after the ball at key moments. You think 3 times you dropped it on the first tackle in Leeds 20 minutes.
Yeah, look, I think both teams completion rates were sort of pretty high from both teams, but because of the dreadful start we had to take more opportunities. And we get a scrum with a minute to go, 10 metres off Leeds' line. End of the first half, we play 1 error. We get back to 18-12. We have a 3-on-2 shorts, obviously knocked down. We get another scrum. We have a play 1 error at that point, and then a penalty on the back of that. And Leeds come away and score, and that was the real turning point. I thought the game was there to be won, but we missed those key moments. Like I said, I thought we fought extremely hard to get back in the game, but ultimately the tries we did concede were too easy to concede. We should not be conceding soft tries like we did early in that first half.
You dropped out of the 5 as a result of that. I mean, obviously that's a concern to you. What's your feelings about your recent form?
Well, we've had a really poor month. We had a great month the month before. We've had a really poor month now, and we've got to find some rhythm back into our game and some confidence back into our game, and we'll do that. We'll keep working hard. It's not a nice situation to be in terms of the recent form that we've had, but we'll go turn it around.
The table's amazing, isn't it? There's no gimmies anywhere now. Everyone's fighting for something at the minute.
No, it's there to be taken. For any team at the minute. It's very, very close. 9 games left. Nobody knows which way it's going to go, and we just need to concentrate on our next game, which is obviously Wakefield next week.
Have you seen enough for periods of that game, though, Steve, to believe when you can get a result, it can turn quite quickly?
Yeah. We've got a lot of personnel not available at the minute. A lot of high quality personnel not available. We've not been settled. We've not had a settled side for a lot of weeks now. And when that happens and you're not quite in form, you can't find your rhythm, and you tend to struggle. And I said that I thought for large parts of that game we showed a lot about ourselves, but we end up getting beat, and that's what happens when you're a little bit down in confidence and not got that rhythm.
How have the conditions in Perpignan affected your preparation? Obviously it's been like an extreme sort of heat wave down there, hasn't it? Has it been difficult to sort of go through full training session and things like that?
Yeah, but that's what we have to contend with. It is excessive, I will say. We all know it's hot down there, but it was ridiculous on Friday. I think it was 42 degrees. It stayed like that practically throughout the night. So it's not just the training; it's disruptive sleep and everything for the group as well. It's very, very difficult in those conditions. But that's what it is. That's what we have to contend with, and we adjust our programme accordingly. And we'll have to start getting up at 6 o'clock and training at 6 in the morning to avoid the heat if it stays as it is this week.
Coaches have been told to mind the language when they're on the telly. It's probably a good job the cameras weren't here today when Cassiano threw that pass. Yeah, it was. He's upset about that. He's disappointed about that. And again, it's probably. When you're lacking a little bit of confidence, you can't afford to do those things. And I'm not sure, was that the score what took us to 18 or 12? No, I'm not sure which way around it was to 12 there. At that point, at 6-0, we defended the set. We've got the ball back, and he throws a speculative pass to our winger, and Briscoe intercepts, I think it was. But like I said, the tenacity to fight back from that was good. But we did miss some key moments today.